Olympic pre-qualifying tournament. These teams are 2 wins away from going to the Olympic qualifying tournament on the road to Paris. If you lose, you're out and you'll be going home. Senegal with Brankou Badio, first offense. Badio, and that's a really tough pass for Silla to catch. Went straight through his legs and out of bounds. So here comes Guinea in the white, inside, Cabot back outside, shots up and just off left, off long, but it was a good look for Diallo. NDI, he's got range and he can fly as well around the hoop. Sambi. Shots up from deep, it's good from NDI. What a talent this young player is. Senegal by 3. And Guinea not able to quite get it done. Brankou Badio, 0 on his back. Steps back, hesitates, attacks. And a travel, he couldn't quite get free, couldn't shake the defense. That was a really good effort by Guinea to keep Brankou Badio away from the hoop. Doumbia to Ibrahima Diallo. Sekou Konde, it's just a little bit laboured. The shot is... And well, in the game yesterday, Sekou Konde scored the first couple of baskets for Guinea. They need to get a foothold in this game. They don't want Senegal to get away. And there is NDI, and he misses everything. So everybody a bit nervy. It's a massive game. Second semi-final of the Olympic pre-qualifying tournament. Cabot sets the screen for Doumbia, and Cabot makes the shot. He had big game yesterday. Oh, Silla flies through the air. Great pass, and Amar Silla throws it down. Highlight play early on in the first. Cabot, again, just enjoy what a matchup that is. That's great defense without fouling from Youssou N'Doye. He doesn't want Cabot to get going. Sambe looking inside. N'Doye had inside position for a second. Brankou Badio into the corner. Now it to N'Doye. What can he create against Cabot? NDI misses everything. There's Brankou Badio asking for a deflection, maybe. (5-2) Senegal. Pull up J from Diallo, and he has been sensational. In the 2 games he's played, almost 2 triple-doubles. Pull up from the elbow. Brankou Badio short. Good job from Amar Silla getting the rebound, but he's committed a foul to get there. And coach Sherko Zečević, is he gonna plan a big win for Guinea? Huge effort by them to beat Tunisia yesterday. Can they take down Senegal? Shots up, and nothing but net. For Doumbia, 3 points. And Guinea by 2. Branco Badio, Senegal need to get something going here. Sambe, shot fake, good job by Diallo. And the shot is good from Sambe. That's clever play for 2. So tied at 7. Doumbia gets the shot up, but no good. Here comes Senegal in green. Sambe. Screen and re-screen from Kamara. Drop off pass. Kamara throws it down. He had a huge one in the win versus Mali. And he's just done it again here. Big time play. Great drop off pass. Diallo with the foul. Kamara in the last game against Mali, 6 points, 7 rebounds, 3 blocks and a steal. Does a lot of things for this Senegal team. Senegal 10, Guinea 7. Kaba, hands off. Diallo to Kaba. Branco making himself as big as he can. Did enough with help. Badio just coming up to halfway through the first quarter. Branco Badio. Kamara screen and re-screen and then tries to break free. They're going to run out of... Well, the shot clock seems to have thrown 8 seconds, 7, and all the way to the basket, but misses. Kaba with the rebound, brings it away himself. Bit sloppy from Kaba. Good rebound. Got fortunate with the missed layup. Just needed to give that up to a Doumbia or a guard and then just keep running. NDI back in. Branco Badio pulls up for 3 off the dribble and drains it. And Senegal have a bit of daylight between them and Guinea. 13-7 they lead. Branco Badio's first 3 points of the game. Diallo, extra pass, Drame's in, and he drains the 3 from the baseline, from the corner. Really important to have a healthy Usman Drame in the team. And the putback for Amar Silla. They're not taking care of him on the offensive glass, Guinea, and he's making them pay with 2 putback dunks. Kaba, he's so good on the offensive boards. Gets another 2. Guinea have just got to keep in touch here. Branco Badio, guarded by Doumbia. What a matchup that is. 2 of the best in Africa. Wraparound pass, extra pass, but the steal. Diallo behind the back, bounce pass. And Cheeks Kunde couldn't get it to go, and Senegal recover. NDI. Branco Badio. Back to NDI. Kamara had space for a moment. Branco Badio off the handoff, crossover, kicks. Wide open three is good, and that's perfect for Senegal. Mustafa Diop with the three. Nice assist from Branco. Ball's loose. Drami's having all sorts of issues there, but he gets it back. Diallo inside to Drami. Needs to go to work as quick as he can. Turns around. Outside. Doumbia just off. Good closeout by Senegal. Diop. Hands off to Branco Badio. 7-point lead for Senegal. Left hand attempt is fouled, and he just slowed down and lured the defense onto him. Branco Badio at the line. Outstanding player, leading Senegal in scoring, 16.5 points a game. Assists, 4 assists a game. Five rebounds a game and 90% from the free throw line. But that's what he shoots there or thereabouts in the Spanish League and the Basketball Champions League. Playing for Manresa this season in the ACB. Badio up to 4 points. And nothing but net. He just looks completely at home on the international stage. Exciting talent and getting better all the time. And a steal for Senegal, but luckily Diallo recovers. Kaba. Senegal get back really quick on the transition D. Kaba against Kamara, but he's stepping through, and that's just a false effort. He was surrounded by Senegal players. NDI for three, just short. And no offensive rebound attempt there for Senegal. Shots up, just short, good offensive rebound. Or attempt by Guinea. Fofana, inbounds for Guinea. Drami. I think that's how he's got to play. He's really got to attack quickly. Just get it and go. Maybe look over one shoulder and then attack the other way, but do it in rhythm. And if that's an issue for Senegal, keep trying. If you're Guinea, keep trying to attack that weakness. And nothing but net for Ousmane Drami. He's looking fit and ready to go, and Guinea are going to need him. And there's a steal. That's sloppy from Senegal. And Diallo will make the layup. And Guinea can cause problems. They will throw in some defenses. Senegal have got to be very careful, especially with Branco Badio off the floor. Their floor general. Boissy inside. Ball's knocked loose. Back-to-back turnovers. Diallo fouled. Senegal in team fouls, so Diallo will go to the line. And Guinea are dragging this back to 4 points. This could be a 2-point game. Oh, if Diallo can make these free throws. Alpha Diallo, leading scorer for Guinea. 22 points a game. 7.5 rebounds a game. 9.5 assists. Just outstanding. And nothing but net. For Diallo. Back comes in Cheikshikou Konde. Able to rotate players, no real drop-off. Cheikshikou Konde brings a different type of threat that Senegal got to deal with. Boissy. Bounce pass, just can't be handled. Third turnover in a row and a foul. And Guinea can tie the game. They're doing it again, just hanging around. Senegal, a couple of unforced errors, really. Good defense and some just mental errors for Senegal. And Guinea, I think if you give this team encouragement, they will take it and they will run with it and cause all sorts of issues. Mara at the line. Has played well. Makes both the free throws. Eight points a game for Mara. 1.5 rebounds, 1 assist. There was an unsportsmanlike foul as well from NDI. There was no play on the ball into the last minute. NGI's second foul, and now Guinea turned it over, and here comes Senegal. Penetrate, kick to the corner, long, ball's loose. Cheikshikou Konde gets the rebound, and Diallo has it. Double crossover. Nothing doing, and here comes Senegal. Push ahead. Back outside, Boissy. Guarded by Mara. Step back from Boissy is nothing but air, unfortunately. And there's still a couple of seconds. They need to get it up off one leg. Oh, just hits the back rim for Diallo. And a really good first quarter, initially for Senegal, and then Guinea have come surging back. End of the first, Guinea 20, Senegal 20. Here's the stats. 43% for Guinea from 2, 17% from 3, 3 of 8 for Senegal. And both teams 100% from the line. 3 of 3 Senegal, 5 of 5 Guinea. Well, this was the start. Senegal looked in control. NDI with the 3. 7 turnovers, though, for Senegal. 5. Just 2 for Guinea. And then they were able to get inside to Kaba, who just casually, little turnaround jump hook, push shot. And then Branko Badio throws it into Silla on the weak side, alley-oop. And then Sambi with a nice drop-off pass, and Kamara with a massive throwdown. He's a strong athlete. Screen and re-screen as well from Kamara there. To get that, that's really nice set two-man play there. Good read and react from Kamara. And download the Courtside 1891 app. Scan the QR code, stats, schedules, scores, and so much more. Your home of FIBA basketball. Leading scorer for Guinea, 6 points out for Diallo. And for Senegal, 5 points for Branko Badio. It's 20 apiece. The first semi-final ended up being slightly one-sided for Cameroon. They were just too strong, had too many answers for Mali to deal with. 87-70 they won that, but a great tournament for Mali. And we saw some superb young players on both teams in that first semi-final, but Mali have a great future ahead of them. They've just got to be able to get access to these top players. We'll see the Drami twins are declaring that they're going to college, and there's Boissy, steal and the layup, and that's sloppy by the leading player, leading point guard for Guinea, Doumbia. So now Senegal have decided we're going to be on the front foot and we're going to cause Guinea all sorts of issues. Great defense from Boissy. Rip through. Chiksaku Kondi can't get it to go. First there is Senegal and Mustafa Diop. Sloppy start by Guinea. They need to get a foothold in this game. Amar Silla waiting for options. Hands it off to Boissy, who goes left. Fakes the pass out. Step back into the corner. They get an open look and they get the shot. Wonderful play. And Faye, the recipient for three. Good movement off the ball from weak side towards the middle of the floor from Doumbia. You can hear the crowd wanting an unsportsmanlike, but a quick 5-0 burst from Senegal. But that ball movement, they just weren't going to take a shot under pressure, and they kept moving it and got it into the corner. Looks as though they're going to have another look at that last play. And that last foul, I assume. Referees will be looking to see if they're going to upgrade the foul to an unsportsmanlike, which is what the coaching staff or federation members from Guinea were asking for. And the referee's really deliberating on this, but it's important because Guinea have fallen behind by 5. Senegal have started with a surge. If the referees decide it's a unsportsmanlike, there'd be 2 foul shots and possession for Guinea. And if they make both free throws and get a 3 off the extra possession, we're back at tied game and momentum swings again. I think they've decided there's a lot of discussion. I can only think that is what they're looking at. Doumbia came, made a hard cut from the weak side at an angle towards the key of Senegal, and the defender reacted late and fouled him. I wonder if we can actually see on screen what the referees are looking at. Okay, here we go. Doumbia makes a good cut, and well, that's both hands on his body. There's no way that NDI was going to get so just a regular foul. So again, you're going to have to score the hard way, and the ball's stolen, and not what Guinea wanted or Doumbia. That's a couple of steals now. They almost lose it, but they get it back. Boissy back under control. Diop. Silla. Kamara rolls. No look, extra pass. They need to get it up, and they're running out of time. Good passing, but then overpassing, and Mofe fumbled the final pass there for Senegal. So Guinea have another chance. Ibrahima Diallo. Three-pointer is just off. And both offenses just gone stagnant for a moment. Diop. Threes up and good for Silla, and that's what Senegal need from him. 28-20 now, Senegal lead, and Silla having his best game and his best minutes of this tournament so far. 5 points for him, 3 rebounds, and forces a timeout from Guinea, who haven't scored in this second quarter, and they find themselves 8 behind. Good time to scan the QR code for Courtside 1891. Streams, schedules, scores and more.
Two times not coming back. First ball without pass. You play for the shot 2 times. Play here. That's shit. Play. Don't give us nothing. Contact. Go out. Go up. Go here on 10 meters. Wait, the pick is coming. Wait, the pick is coming. Attack. Spread the court. Spread the court. Spread the court. And play more. I told you. More. Let's go. We need to win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win. Let's go.
Some fans of Boissy there. Diallo for Guinea, 6 points. 2 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 free throws. Now, yesterday in the win against Tunisia, Guinea was struggling, and coach Seoko really ripped into his team, just like he did there, and they responded, went on a run, and got right back in the game. Let's see what happens here. Doumbia. Drami with the screen, and gets Doumbia free, and Drami gets blocked. But he's got it again. Persistence pays off for Usman Drami, the lefty, and helping Guinea to stay in touch. 28-22, Senegal lead. Shots up for Senegal, off. Good rebound by Guinea. Ball's loose again. They're just passing it into Drami. And he is surrounded by Guinea defense. Maybe a pass fake into him and then just move it in another direction. Shots up for 3 is long. And it's going to run out of bounds. Mofe with the missed shot. Diallo. Diallo, screen from Drami, who just heads towards. Now he's going to set a screen for Alpha Diallo. Alpha Diallo back outside to Ibrahim Diallo. Drami, shot clock running down. He's going to attack the basket and puts the ball off the top of the backboard. He's choosing not to be a high flyer like some of these young athletes out of this tournament, but he's very, very effective. Played in the win against Tunisia. 20 minutes, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. The word was he wasn't feeling well in the first game against Cameroon. He misses the free throw. He's averaging 60% from the line up until tonight. And Silla almost drops the ball on the pass. Sandbait. Badio's back in. And no foul called, and away he comes Guinea. And that's a crazy shot attempted by Guinea, and there's 3-on-1 and a throwdown for Youssou N'Doye. And that's just a little bit wild from Guinea. Sekou Condé misses the jump hook. Here come Senegal again in transition. Sambé throws it up, and Youssou N'Doye just can't get it to go. He ran the floor so well, good find, just couldn't throw it down. Diallo. Diallo, he will go all the way to the basket. He's had a fantastic tournament and continues to. 8 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 4 steals so far in this game. And a foul against Branko Badio. Offensive foul, and Alpha Diallo playing the defense. Now Senegal need to talk it over. It's back and forth. 6-point lead for Senegal. Let's listen in.
Get back on it, get back. You guys are letting them get to your head right now, the ref. Don't nobody say anything to the ref no more. You guys, you know, you can't walk with arbitre. Why let arbitre do some more? It's the thing, man. You can't walk with arbitre. We go with that. Defensively, ball up. Ball pressure on the pick and roll. Pick and roll, ball pressure. Big guy, come up. If he turns downhill, guys, where's our shift? Where's our low man? Come on, low man. There's no way when you're different and you're dunk in the cow. You let them keep too much of the inside. You know that my job, you let too much. Hey, we are good. Relax.
Good timeout. Good timeout by Mamadou Gueye. Just saying to the bigs, let's get tighter and more aggressive on this pick and roll defense, and that we're all okay. Just relax. So some technical advice and some human emotions advice. There's Diop, 3 points, 4 rebounds. Both these teams need all their rosters to be fully engaged. It's not just about a handful of players getting it done. Diallo, he is a key player though, but no ball movement at the moment. 3 seconds, they're going to have to, again, so much dribbling at the top by Diallo. Hard to criticise somebody that's nearly averaging a triple-double in the tournament, but it just, by the time Guinea got into their offence, only a couple of seconds remaining. Here goes Branko Badia against Doumbia. Badio. Youssou N'Doye with the screen, and he moved. We see this so many times. He's gone to set the screen, and then he feels that the defensive player is going to get round him, and he just steps to the side, moves to the side. Badio's such a smart player. Even if you don't set the perfect screen, he will get free. N'Doye, second foul. Crossover, Diallo. can't get it to go, but he gets the ball back fortuitously. Can Guinea make the most of that? Behind the back. Foot violation by Silla. Good aggressive defence by Amar Silla. Silla being trusted, playing minutes for Senegal in this crucial semi-final of the Olympic pre-qualifying tournament. Over the top, great movement without the ball, and it hit the backboard first, so I think that will be goaltending. But that's great, pass and go. Get out of the eye line of the defense. Don't, dribble less. Move without the ball more. Back at Badio, penetrate, kick. Ndoye looking for the extra pass. There's still plenty of time. Badio's relocated, and he makes the three. And he makes Guinea pay for not getting out to him. Branco Badio, 8 points. 2 of 3 from 3. Dimbia, lots to ponder. Sambe's first foul. Fofana in for Guinea. Diallo at the line. Had a big game yesterday against Tunisia. 8 points, 2 of 4 from behind the arc. It's a complete team effort required. Branco Badio using the screen from Youssouf Ndoye. Just short for 3, but he gets his own offensive rebound. Passes it to Sambe, who knocks down the 3. Slightly lucky, but right place, right time for Branco Badio, and passes it for the assist and the 3-pointer for Senegal. Sambe up to 5 points. Ibrahima Diallo. They need a score and a stop. Good ball movement and good player movement. Kaba up and under. Gets the finish and the foul. Patient play from Alpha Kaba, and it pays off for the big man. Some super matchups, and Ndoye versus Kaba is one of them. And Kaba just got the better of Yusa there. One free throw incoming. And he can't get it to go. Big rebound by Silla and Branco Badio. Against Fofana. Gives it to Sambe. Yeah, that right-hand dribble's cut off. Back to Branco Badio, who attacks. Floater is good. That's as cool and calm as you like, with Alpha Kaba coming out to challenge. And the Senegal team appreciating Branco's efforts. Diallo cut off there. Extra pass. They need to move the ball with real flow because they're in zone now, or showing zone. Senegal attacks the middle. Blocked! Amar Silla having a massive game. Here comes Sambe. Drops it. Oh, and Silla just couldn't elevate to finish, and he took it away from Ndiaye because he wanted to finish it. Ndiaye's your above the rim kind of player, but he had bust a gut to get there after making the great defensive play. Ndiaye out. Mustafa Diop in, and Amar Silla at the line. 5 points, 4 rebounds. Plays his basketball. Played a couple of years with Ostend in the Basketball Champions League. It's up to 6 points, 7 points. This is his most influential game. of the tournament so far, and he stays up on defense. Into the final 2 minutes of the second quarter. Diallo. And another breakdown there. Chiksaku Konda had spun away and Diallo made the pass. Badio attacks, cradles the ball off, throws it up. He's such a problem when he attacks from the wing, attacks from anywhere. And he's being told it was before he got into his shooting action, I think. Timeout called here at the Echo Convention Centre, Lagos, Nigeria, where Senegal have a 10-point lead over Guinea. It's the second semi-final of the Olympic pre-qualifying tournament. Let's listen in.
Hey, Dubia, go in.
I'm out.
Yes. Listen. Hey, sorry, second sub. Drame, Spain. Drame. Let the play pick and roll here. Stay you in the corner. Let that stool stay here. Play, roll cover, coming on the space, and if he's a free, give the pass, attack. You will have find Drame. If he coming, Drame cut, move him, you find something. No possible play with 2 fouls. We lose the 10 points.
Coach Sečević on the edge of frustration there with technical detail and just getting frustrated with his team. Come on, guys. It's just that pass in from Diallo. They're better than this. So, you know, Chiksaku Konda, he would have been double teamed if he caught the ball. But again, they played yesterday. Could be fatigue, and with Mali, maybe this is one game, an extra game that their bodies and minds are struggling to deal with. But plenty of time. We've seen Guinea, they were struggling against Tunisia and they turned it around and beat them well in the end. Silla, 1:20 remaining in the second. Branco Badio, Silla, and deflected by Fofana. Zambi saying to Amar Silla, I wasn't open, just keep going to the basket. It's all a learning curve for Amar Silla. He's still a young player. Hands off to Branco Badio. Silla, he's got to let it fly. And the ball's loose, and it didn't hit the ring, so Guinea get possession. Let's see if Guinea can have a really strong last 67 seconds of playing time. Doumbia. To Cabot, that's good. He can hurt Senegal in that area. Now for Cabot, Doumbia with the assist. Fofana playing D and hands on Zambi, but that's only Guinea's third foul of the quarter. Fofana's first foul. In fact, there's the third foul just gone up. So, Youssef N'Doye versus Cabot, way out from the hoop. See how this develops. Back to Branco Badio on that one side. 5 seconds on the shot clock. What magic can Branco deliver here? He comes over the top, throws it up. Good defense without fouling, but again the ball falls to the Senegal player, Youssef N'Doye, and he attacks left-handed. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots, and that's how it's been at times for Guinea. and Doit at the line.
One open. One open, one shot.
3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist tonight. And makes the free throws. Comes Elf, and Kamara comes in, who's been a real live wire for Senegal. Gives them Guinea a different type of issue. And Mo Faye is on. Shot clock and game clock in sync. Ten-point lead for Senegal. This is a big moment. Can Diallo give, as he did yesterday against Tunisia, can he give Guinea some momentum? And he's turned it up, he's turned the ball over! But Senegal haven't. And they've just scored a massive three-pointer right at the buzzer. So the complete reverse that had happened yesterday. Mo Faye with the three after the turnover from Diallo. But I think there may be still time. We'll have to just confirm if half-time has arrived. There's an official review on that play. And there's the decision. Three-pointer is confirmed. Is that half-time? It is half-time, according to the graphics. Guinea 32, Senegal 45, and that's a big, big moment for Senegal. Fortunately, not so good for Guinea. Here's the statistics. Senegal 7 of 13 from 2, 8 of 17 from 3, just 1 of 7 for Guinea, and 7 of 10 free throws for Guinea. 21 rebounds to 16 to Senegal. And top scorers, Kaba Diallo Drami for Guinea, and Badio again, Silla and Faye for Senegal. Senegal in charge at halftime. Here's some of the highlights, and this was the second quarter, and they came straight out the blocks. Boissy with the steal, playing really tough full court defense. There's really good patience between Boissy and Diop. fakes one way, then he goes the other, relocates into the corner. Still doesn't like his shot and gives it up. And that's the difference between success and not having success. And there's a bit of a crazy shot from Guinea, and Branco Badio just passes it through to Youssef N'Doye. Well, I'll leave you with the highlights. The second half of Senegal versus Guinea to come in a few minutes' time.
Unique character. Unique chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
Way in the flush.
That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Welcome back to Lagos, Nigeria. It's looking at the Guinea leaders. Kaba 8 points, Diallo 4 rebounds, and Doumbia 3 assists. Three of their biggest players leading their stats, but it's not enough at the moment against this multi-talented Senegal team. And Alpha Kaba 8 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 4 of 7 from 2-point range. And Senegal, Badio 10 points, Diop 4 rebounds, and Sambé 4 assists. So a nice mix. And Mo Faye on hand to knock that 3 down at the end of the third. Badio 10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He's averaging up to today 16.5 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. So he's heading towards his tournament average from the first 2 games. But he's been superb whenever he comes on, and being a real floor general for Senegal. So Guinea, they hung around. And yesterday against Tunisia, which I think was big, Diallo hit that 3 off the glass to finish the second quarter. Unfortunately today he turned it over, and then Senegal went up the other end and they made a 3 on the buzzer. So they've got the momentum. They've had the momentum most of the first half, and they took it into half-time as well. So it's going to be a massive effort required for Guinea to get back in this. They've got to believe. Coach Zeljko Zečević has got to believe in this team and give them the belief that they can turn this around. They need some positive characters out there. Fofana, always lively. Diallo, Doumbia, Drami has had some good moments. 7 points, 3 rebounds. Alpha Kaba, as we've already said. Ibrahim Fofana, maybe need a bit more from him. Ibrahim Diallo had some huge moments in the win against Tunisia when everything was really going Guinea's way. He's 4 points scored tonight, and Mara just 2 points as well in just under 5 minutes. So just a few moments away from the second half of the second semi-final. First semi-final, just to remind you, Cameroon beat Mali 87-70. They've booked their place in the final tomorrow, which is 4 p.m. local time. Senegal and Cameroon are the highest ranked FIBA teams left in this tournament, because Tunisia and Nigeria, who were 1 and 2, were both beaten in the group stage twice, and they were eliminated. Nigeria hosting a major FIBA competition for the first time since the 2018 FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. They haven't hosted an Afro-Basket. The main thing is they just need to put on a good show. They've got some great players here, some super teams, striving to get that additional spot for the Olympic qualifying tournament. The winner goes through to play in the Olympic qualifying tournament next summer on the road to Paris. The best teams in Africa not playing in the FIBA Basketball World Cup, but who made it through to the second round of qualification, except Mali, who were the next best ranked team in the world rankings. Mali had some issues fulfilling games in that World Cup qualification. Courtside 1891, your home for FIBA International and club basketball and more. Courtside 1891. Download the app. Scan the QR code. Modern technology. It's all happening here in Lagos, Nigeria. Good to have you along. I hope you've enjoyed the games this week. There's been some fabulous matchups, some real big storylines. Nigeria brought a strong team here and just couldn't get it done against Mali and Senegal in the group stages. And now Senegal in the driving seat against Guinea as we go into the third quarter. Senegal with the first attack in green. Ndoi back to Branco, goes left, backs out. Ndoi attacks, fouled. Nice ball movement, moving the defense around and then attacking the gaps. Ndoi will go to the line. Just under 60% from the line, 14.5 points a game, 5.5 rebounds, 1.5 steals and blocks. And makes the free throw. The second, so Senegal ease their way further ahead. Guinea have got to show great resilience here. Doumbia guarded by Branco Badio. Diallo needs to step up to his near triple-double average. Doumbia just long and rebound secured by Ndoi. Here comes Sambi. Badio, Diop, Sambi, Ndoi and Silla on the floor for Senegal. Handoff at speed for Badio, pulls up and knocks it down. As good as it gets. Nice jump shot from the free throw line. Diallo. Chiksikuk, Condé. Diallo, the ball gets stuck and he's fouled. $17-point lead for Senegal. Sideline inbound for Guinea. Diallo. Alpha Diallo attacks. Just can't get any joy, and Norkin Kaba, and he still got it though, really playing tough in amongst all the Senegal defense who were surrounding him. Diallo. Important minutes for him. Doumbia, shot clock running down. He's got to get, and he does get into Sekonde, and that's right on time. Right on target with that pass as well. Good job from Guinea. 15 down. Conde up to, that's his first 2 points. But straight back at you, Amar Silla. Understanding the size of the moment. And nothing but net for the big fella, the big lefty, Diallo. Can't get it to go. Good offensive rebound by Diallo. And he shoots it and can't get it to go. And he tries to go in with the bigs, and Ndoi saying to the ref, that should be a foul. He shouldn't be going in there after the ball. Ndoi with the screen, Sambe inside. Ndoi fakes, fade away, too long. And Diallo brings it up. They just need a bit more pace. Maybe get the ball to Diallo and then Ibrahima Diallo. And then Alpha Diallo can take care of business further up the court. And technical foul. And Guinea, as they did yesterday, even though they got the win, they did start to self-destruct when the pressure was really coming from Tunisia yesterday. Kaba with another technical foul to go with the one he had yesterday. It's just lack of discipline, and it's disappointing. He's played so well in the game so far. He's so important for Guinea, and it just gives Senegal more encouragement. Against Badio. Diop attacks. Ndoye. Diop across to Badio, change the angle. Shot clock running down, 5 seconds. Badio, 4, 3, pulls up for 3, just off, big rebound. And they get another 14 seconds back to Branco. Just doing all the right things in the right order, Senegal, to keep possession of the ball. Inside, Diop turns and drains it. Mustafa Diop with a big-time play, making the most of the extra possession. Shots up, drained again from Guinea, and Diallo, effortless range for Alpha Diallo. 11 points for him. Ndoye. Hands off to Branco Badio. Sets the screen. Branco explodes. That's really clever. Loves to go, he's right-handed, but he loves to go left off those screens, and then he just all of a sudden change gear. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots, and he's a high percentage free throw shooter. Smart play from Branco Badio. Makes the first. And the second. That's when the lead is 20 for Senegal. Guinea have got to find some sort of solution, some chemistry to get them back in. Diallo can't do it all himself, because if he does try, that's what happens. But then Guinea win it back. Good job by Ibrahima Diallo. And Cheikh Sekondi with the left-hand finish. That's how they've got to do it. In 2s, in 3s, as a team. Branco Badio. This time against Fofana. They've got to contain Badio and wear him down. Zambi, long 3, and good rebound by Drami. Diallo. Point forward. Inside. Drami loses it, and away come Senegal. Youssoufa Ndoye gets all the way to the basket, and his foul before he can get into his shooting motion, I would suggest. Referees consulting. Again, are they, that's a very harsh foul. That's going across Ndoye's arm. And another review. They want to get it right. And they will do, I'm sure, because that is a, well, he's really lifted his arm up high and swiped down. As for Fafana, there's no way, and he's held on as well. I think that will be given as unsportsmanlike. And that's unfortunate because Cheikh Sekonde was there. Okay, Cheikh Sekonde may have fouled him as well, but he was in front of Youssef N'Doye and could make a legitimate basketball play. Fafana was in trouble coming from way from the far side. And I think Fafana realises what he's just done. Almost pleading with the ref. Let's see, because it's another issue for Guinea. If I was them, I would say that's an unsportsmanlike. They are consistent. They get the decisions correct. There is obviously the coaches' reviews now as well, one of them a game. And the referees, if they're not sure or if they want to make sure just to see if they need to upgrade or downgrade, it's worked both ways. Unsportsmanlikes have been reduced back to a personal foul. So referees, and you can see the time it takes and just great interaction between the instant replay operator and the two refs. Let's see. And I was wrong again. That's why I do the commentary and the referees. Let's see, actually. Is it a base? Is it? If it's just a regular foul, it's going to be baseline to Senegal. Unsportsmanlike, N'Doye's at the line. And they're going to say that he was in his shooting motion. So just the two shots for Youssef N'Doye. Makes the first. Such a big character for this Senegal team, and he drives this team on and demands the likes of Amar Silla in the background, who's another big. I'm sure he's very demanding with Amar and shows him the way how you become a solid international player. And there's another solid international player coming in, and this is the thing with Senegal, no drop off. Kamara, another issue for Guinea to deal with. 20-point lead for Senegal, just around halfway through the third, and Diallo again just gets to the hoop, no issues. Guinea need to stop. They need to stop Branco Badio. Amar Silla, back cut as he dribbled towards Diop. Branco off the dribble, just drains it. He is just playing on another level, another stratosphere at times. That's not easy. Dribbled across, squared up, perfect rotation of the ball. 18 points, Branco Badio. And that was, well, I think that's half pass and half shot from Diallo, but Dramé knew what he was doing there. Grabbed the ball out of the air and goes up with his left hand, and he's back at the line for two shots. Dramé, 7 points. 1 of 3, 2 of 4 now from the free throw line. 5 rebounds. And nothing but net for both shots. That's good play from Dramé. Ndiaye coming in. He'll be wanting to impress and help his team extend their lead. Diop through the legs. I'm sorry, Mofe. Branco playing on the wing. It's tough. He goes to small forward and attacks the baseline. Flexes his muscles Another 2 points in the book, 20 points to Branko Badio. Hope you enjoy the action here from Lagos, Nigeria. Chiksaku Konde, back cut, just simple movement, but the defense was waiting. Nice job from Mofe. Crossover, screen, re-screen from Kamara. Silla, handoff. NDI. Branko Badio, always available. But not always perfect. 2-on-1, Diallo. And again, that's sloppy from Alpha Diallo. They need him at his best. And he's not quite there today. Not all the time, anyway. Oh, nice play. And oh, just misses. And the crowd love that. There's lots of Senegal fans in. Grazes the front of the rim. The Diallo attempt. Senegal with Branko Badio can just bring the ball down the floor. Shots up off the pick and pop! And at the moment, Guinea's bubble is being popped. They are falling further and further behind, and like Cameroon before in the semi-final #1, the higher-ranked team internationally are dominating the matchup. Mamburu Mara comes back for Guinea. They need something as Mofe puts them further ahead. 25 points, the deficit for Guinea. They lost heavily to Cameroon in the group stage in game 1, but came back to beat Tunisia yesterday, so we know they are resilient, but this is a huge mountain to climb. Branko Badio in the thick of the action. Silla, Kamara. Dumbia, they really need something special from him. Ball inbounded for Guinea. Shots up from deep is in and out, and a big rebound by Omar Silla. Branko Badio brings it up the floor. Silla hands off into the corner. Diop, Mofe. Badio, 10 seconds. Attacks left. Outside, NDI is good for 3. Another assist for Badio. Another 3 for Usman NDI. Senegal on fire here in Lagos, Nigeria. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves Branko Badio because he shares the ball. He'll give it to you at the right moment when the defense collapses on him. Super play from the team in green. Timeout, Guinea. And again, Coach Zečević, he can't get into the technical part of his timeout because he's so frustrated with his team, and they know they've got to deal with it. They've got to do it. They've got to say, come on, let's do this for our country, for ourselves, and for our coach, because Zečević trusts and believes in these players. That's why he's picked them for this tournament. And they won against Tunisia yesterday. I think Senegal are a definite step up with the group they have brought here from the current Tunisian national team. But they've got to keep believing. They've got to play for pride, as Mali had to do against Cameroon earlier in semi-final 1. Drame, he keeps going off the front of the rim, and a foul. Doumbia. Attacks right-handed, into the corner. Shots up, short. Ball's loose. Here comes Branco Badio behind the back. Oh! And in and out for NTI. That would have been sensational. Slam and back up the other end. That's great as well. And Drame's saying, can I have the foul? But NTI will be disappointed he didn't make that, but good response by Guinea. And Drame up to 11 points. He's just got to keep going. All these Guinea players have got to keep believing in themselves. A foul on Usman against, I think it might be an offensive foul. Wassi in for Senegal. Jean-Jacques. Kamara's second foul. So they've scored, they've had a stop, and they need another score. Into Drame, he can square up from there, and he tries to get a foul off Kamara, this new way of just ripping through and into your shooting action, and referees having nothing of it. Kamara screens. Boissy uses the re-screen. Silla back to Boissy, going left, nearly losing it. Under pressure from Doumbia. Attacks, kicks, shots up, and splash. And Mo Faye is a real recipient of these great ball handlers of Senegal drawing the defense. Faye 13 points, 4 of 6 from 3. Here comes Kamara. Realizes, actually I'll give it to a guard. And Amar Silla's already had a couple of dunks of that nature. Couldn't quite hold on to that one. Lots of smiles from Senegal. They're enjoying this, and so they should. They've played well as a team. They've created for each other, which is what it's all about. Shot clock running down. The end of the third quarter has whizzed by, and at the end of the third, which Senegal have dominated 29-13. At the end of the third quarter, it's Guinea 45, Senegal 74. All the problems for coach Željko Zečević. He knew it was going to be tough. His toughest assignment. And it's proved to be just that. 2 points for Senegal, 10 of 19, 13-24 from 3. That is outstanding. And 15 of 15 from the line, doing everything right. And Senegal, big third quarter. And Branco Badio. That was good play from Saku. There were some flashes of inspiration and hope for Guinea. Their leading scorer, Alf Diallo, again, just 13, 5 and 3 today, because he set such a high bar in the first 2 games. And Branco Badio, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 assists away, and 5 rebounds away from a triple-double. Alpha Diallo has got very close in the first 2 games. Just depends how many minutes Badio needs to play as Mo Faye knocks that down, that 3. Download the Courtside 1891 app, scan the QR code, stream schedules, scores, and so much more. The home of international basketball. Don't forget that the conclusion of this tournament, that's on Sunday. The FIBA Basketball World Cup starts on the 25th of August, which is this Friday coming. That's going to be an amazing event as well. Diallo just managing to get that attempted pass. Mo Faye ends up on the deck. And Faye second foul. So Diallo sets the screen for Chiksaku Sekonde. They just want to move the ball quicker. They're catching and having a look. Let's catch and go, or catch and make another pass. Just a little bit, because that's a tough pass as well. Doumbia frustrated. Senegal completely in charge and dominant in this ball game. Are they going to be dominant tomorrow against Cameroon? We are going to say Senegal are going to be there. There's 10 minutes to go. But let's see how Guinea can respond. Can they pull off one of the greatest comebacks of all time? And Doumbia with fortunate. And they keep fighting for the offensive class. They can't get it to go. Mohamed Keita into the ball game. First time, just can't get it to go. Getting after the rebounds, but can't get the finish. He's out in college at St. John's, Mohamed Keita, and he's tried to block that shot. Keita played in the World Cup qualifiers and under-18 African Championships. Another young Guinean, 20 years old, and a 19-year-old Senegalese, NDI. I've really enjoyed watching him play. Misses that free throw. 7 points for him, 6 rebounds. He's a very dangerous player, and good play from Guinea, just taking their time on the way to the hoop. Alpha Diallo will go to the line for 2 shots. Makes the second, and Diallo reduces the arrears to 29. Faye to Ndiaye, to Boissy. Boissy for 3. Got it! And that's tough to guard, just catches it, left-hand dribble and drains it from deep. Senegal increase the lead to 32. And making it more and more difficult for Guinea to have any. Mara attacks the basket and will go to the line for 2 shots. Mara. And the noise from the fans. The Senegal fans are amazing. When I was at AfroBasket 2021, they were just incredible. Never stop dancing, never stop playing their instruments, and they're bringing that energy and support here for Senegal. I'm sure a lot of Guinea supporters here as well, because Guinea, up-and-coming nation, and when they get it right, they are super exciting. 30-point lead for Senegal. Senegal 14 of 26 from 3, 2 of 13 for Guinea, and that is where a lot of the issues are today. Just got to keep going. Shots up from deep and off, balls loose. And Coach Zelko still coaching hard. And it's going to be Senegal ball, I think, and they've just got to suck it up, Guinea. Now NDI is here, 24 is on the floor, 24 years old. Played 8 games in the 2023 World Cup qualifiers. Shots up, shots good for Boissy. Jean-Jacques got some real good options at guard, have Senegal. And function very well. When Badio is off the floor, they're not relying on just one player, and of course Gorgui Dieng not here. Good defense, good offensive rebound. Doumbia, Mara goes left, crosses over, and blocked from behind by NDI. He's so long, such a problem. Ball's loose, NDI has it, loses it, ball's loose, and they push ahead. And that is, and he can't get it to go, Sekondi. But they do get the rebound. Diallo cleans up the glass. NDI to Samba Fall. And NDI on that pass across. You can see Samba Fall, he's only just come on, waiting for that play to develop. Samba Fall, 24 years old, played for AS Dians in the Basketball Africa League, made it to the final. Put some decent numbers up in that as well. And these are guys towards the end of the Senegal bench for this tournament so far anyway. Solid club players ready to go when required. Let's listen into the timeout.
Okay, hand off. Okay, hand off. Step up 1, 5, spin. Short roll. Short roll, pass. Let's go. Listen up. Senegal. Stay disciplined and let's listen. Let's go.
Hassan Dramé still on the floor. They've got to keep fighting, Guinea. It looks as though they're going to leave this Olympic pre-qualifying tournament at the semi-final stage. That is a great feat, as was with Mali. '74th and 75th ranked teams in FIBA rankings by Nike. And if Senegal do prevail, which looks like they will, Senegal, Cameroon will fight for that spot to the Olympic qualification tournament. Senegal push ahead. Back outside. Boissy. And they get the steal. Here comes Guinea. Diallo pulls up for three and he just passes inside. And that is a really soft basket, which Coach Gay will not be impressed with. NDI. Chikemboj. All the way across. NDI, they're trapped on one side and I think maybe they've just got too many reserves on the floor, because now Diallo attacks the basket and Senegal have stopped playing. Just lost their momentum. It's a long way to go still. They may need to, well, either Coach Gaye is going to let these guys sort it out, or as Diallo is at the line for the three-point play, misses it, and here comes Senegal. Shots up, shots down, Samba Fall. He's been waiting patiently for his minutes, and he's just got a nice jump shot there. Ball's loose. Here comes Senegal. They're playing again. Alley-oop. Holy cow! Wow, NDI, well, you knew what was coming there. And all of a sudden, the switch was flicked, and Senegal are back at it again. Wow. Great play, and they turned it around, and Guinea had it all their own way for a couple of minutes, and Coach Zelko Zečević must be thinking, what have we got to do? What have we got to do to just get a foothold in this game? Timeout, Guinea. Perfect pass from Samba Fall to Usman Ndai. That's all the young guns out there. Ndai at 19, Samba Fall 24, Wasi 23. Alga NDI 24, and Chikemboj. Well, Chikemboj is 36, playing in the Japan B2 League. Diallo 18, 7 and 4. What an incredible 3 games he's had. Statistically, he's just kept going. Had the issue yesterday with the technical foul when he got his 5th foul, and then Tunisia brought it all the way back to 3 points. But Guinea were able to get home and get to this game. They have to be proud with their achievements, but it's been really tough today against Senegal. And Chiksaku Konde, quick move against Mboj. And Chiksaku will be at the line. 6 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist and a steal. Make that 7. His first free throw of the game. And his stats leading in to today. He was 3rd highest scorer at 16.5 points a game. Leading rebounder at 7.5 rebounds a game. And 1.5 assists. So he's had, again, a good all-round tournament for his country. Shots up off left for Samba Fall. Always a little bit flat and left. Chiksaku Sekonde, free throw line for Drama. He's going to take that. Just long, ball's loose. Here comes Guinea on the run, crossover, ball's loose. Guinea get it back and just drops it over the top. Sekou Konde. Not sure he's got the energy left. Tough to play back-to-back against high-level opposition. Tunisia and Senegal they've played, and they're going to be 1-1 in those 2 games. 1-2 for their tournament, unless something changes miraculously here. Senegal with the throwdown for Samba Fall. He can really move, and the Senegal fans are loving it. Everybody getting into the action. Drame shoots the three. Push ahead. And now the throw down for Chicken Bodge, the veteran. Represented Senegal all the way back to the 2019 World Cup qualifiers, Afro-Baskets, 2015 and 2017. So he would have played the last time these two teams met. Nice pass inside. Sekonde with the fade away, and that is so tough, but he makes it look easy. Shots up and just off for Diallo. Nice to steal by Barra. Pass fake, and NDI drains the three. Nice play from Usman NDI. 13 points, 3 of 5 from 3. He's super talent at 19 years old for Senegal. Gets the rebound, brings it up. (2.10 meters) and handles the ball. Here comes Doumbia out to the corner. Three's off, and it's run and gun time now as we're into the last 2 minutes. Senegal are going to book their ticket to the final. One game away from the Olympic qualifying tournament. They were at the OQT leading up to the last Olympics. They finished winless, but they got there to get to an OQT. And this is why this tournament was created, for the teams who didn't make it to the FIBA Basketball World Cup but made it to the second round of qualification. It's given 5 extra teams a chance to get to the Olympic Games outside of the teams at the World Cup. And you can see the stand things. Boissy again for 3 in rhythm, and Senegal heading for 100. Guinea, unfortunately, will be heading home because they have thrilled us as they did 2021. And whenever they've got the right players available, they can have a game with anybody in the African region. All the way back out. Fofana loses it. Pass ahead, throw down, coming. And Samba Fall is having a Samba party. And the team are totally together. Coach Mamadou Guinea just watching on, just keeping things ticking over. And Guinea have to see this game out with pride. Keep their shoulders back, because there'll be another time. There's the Afro-Basket qualifiers coming up in November. That's the next port of call for the international teams in the African region and all around the world, all the continental qualifiers, and they will be all live on Courtside 1891. So download that app so you can watch the rest of these Olympic qualifying tournaments on the go. And the World Cup finals, 25th of August to 10th of September. Drame, that's a nice moment there. Double-double for Usman Drame. Big inclusion for Guinea, and he has not disappointed. 13 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals in a losing cause. But Senegal are a special team. And they are going to the final of the Olympic pre-qualifying tournament. First time this tournament has taken place. Shots up, it's off. Batty back out. They get another 14 seconds. Diallo to Mara. Mara, screen from Drame. Mara, that's a tough shot, hand in his face. And NDI 2-10. Rebounds into the corner. All the way to NDI. Set shot almost. Drains it. He makes it look so easy. 13 points, 10 rebounds for NDI. A double-double. 16 points, excuse me, for NDI. And 10 rebounds, a double-double at 19 years old, wearing the shirt, wearing the playing vest, however you want to call it, of Senegal, and the game ends. And Senegal get to 100 with that three. Guinea 60, Senegal